Yo, what's going on, man?
What's good? What's good?
Yo, we coming to you from H-Time, you know what I'm saying?
The beautiful city of Houston.
Yeah,
Holding it down, baby.
shout out to the Brothaz N Arms, you know what I'm saying? Give it up on time for them guys. Yeah. Much love, man. Hey, to some young brothers into, weaponry. Not only just having it, but using it properly, and
Training.
educating those who don't know on the proper way to do so, man. So that's what we're going to talk about. I know you can see the beautiful weapons that's sitting around us. You actually can't see them all because it's more than what you think. Please believe that. It's a good amount of weapons in here at this moment in time. But, I told y'all many episodes ago I was going to bring my guy, Mr. X Factor, on here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. In the building tonight.
Yeah. And man, I want you to, just kind of, it's gonna be certain things I ask you because I know there's a lot of people like that wonder certain things. Like, I'm gonna start out with this. What's a good weapon to start your lady out with? If she ain't familiar with weapons at all, what would be your go-to to get her, started out and comfortable?
You can always go with a Glock. 43 is cool. I also like the P320. It's pretty cool. Or the P365, my bad. P365. It's a good go-to weapon. Small, mid-frame. Excellent for a woman. The recoil is not too bad. Can't go wrong with a Glock.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I think that's the biggest thing that scares females. It's like that recoil. They pull that trigger back and then
They get intimidated every time.
yeah, scare the hell out of them. I know that happened with my wife. Like, shit, she shot my motherfucking my nine, and it was like her fucking, her ear pro. Well, that's lingo that only certain people gonna understand. But her ear pro like kind of fell down over her eyes and shit, and she was just like, no, no, here you go. And I'm like,
I started female off of 22. Once I get used to the recoil and the mechanics of shooting, then I'll move them up, per caliber. But 22, you can't go bad with it. Teach kids, women, beginning shooters, 22, all day.
that's what's up, man. That's definitely some good advice. And I probably need to jump down to a 22 for my lady because she wasn't feeling that recoil. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, for the guys, guys like especially like where I'm from, man. In the Augusta area, cats like to have them choppers. You feel me? But they just spraying. They ain't being accurate.
Nah.
It's how a lot of innocent people get killed,
Yep.
per years because people got weapons and they don't practice using them.
Straight bullets,
Yeah.
Gotta be accountable for every bullet come out that barrel, so.
Yeah.
Get your practice in, get your platform that you can really work. Me personally, I'm stuck on these PCCs lately. It's accurate, cheap, 9 mil. It's cheaper than AK-47 5.56 because you're looking at about 50 cents a round for 5.56. I think it's probably almost around the same for 7.62. So 9 mil, you get you a good 115 grain 200 round box for, I want to say $50. Have fun all day.
That's what's up. Yeah, you definitely want to have a stockpile of ammo that you can practice with. You have your certain ones. Like I know in my 9, I got some hollow points, which that's for
Self-defense.
yeah. If somebody make me do it, it's gonna bark. You feel me? But
Yeah.
when I'm practicing my aim, I'm going with a different type of round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with some Winchester or a Blazer. Get you some nice rounds for a value pack for cheap,
Yeah. 223s. I pretty much, man, I got a lot of 223s, but I found out when I went to the range that I had like the metal head in them.
Yeah.
Cause they was like when
Steel core.
Yeah. When I went to refill, they was like, you can't shoot those in here. And I was thinking, I just shot 200 rounds of this in here, but I ain't, I ain't tell them that because apparently my slugs was going straight through the building.
They'll burn through their backdrop.
Yeah.
Yeah, will do.
Yeah. So if you go into the range indoors, make sure that you have the right type of round.
Brass.
Yeah, brass all day, so you don't even waste your time.
Yeah.
And you don't damage their building, and your bullets don't keep going and
Yeah.
potentially harm somebody that's just
They'll burn through
cutting the
their
grass.
targets, and then this outdoor range that I go to here in Houston, I put out a couple fires because some of those guys they shoot into the wood, get all their shooting in, and they loading up the car. About 5 minutes later, range on fire.
That's
So you got to
crazy.
be very careful with what you're doing. Understand what you're doing, what kind of bullets you shooting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Um, Shoot, man. Like, what would you say is your favorite weapon?
My favorite right now, BNT. Loving
BNT.
those. I love those. I've had about two or three of them. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, man.
What's the caliber on that?
9 mil. They have 9 mil, 5.56, 300 blackout. They have an 8.6 integral suppressed rifle. That's pretty cool. That's on my dream list. So yeah, they got a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. But I'm
Oh,
kind of stuck on the 9 mils right now, getting training in.
that's what's up though.
Like this weapon you see here on this table is the BNT SBC 9 PDW. It's a pretty cool gun. I got a can's not on it right now, but I had a RBS SQD can to go with it for both my BNTs.
Yeah, that's dope. They are beautiful too. Like I
So
said, you don't see all the weapons that's here, but it's a beautiful setup, man. It'll make you want look multiple weapons.
drop the bag on it, huh?
Yeah, it make you want to go on swipe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, you just gotta check out the deals. You can find some on Gun Broker. I would prefer I would send customers to 2A Idaho. 2A Idaho. They're pretty cool people over there. That's where I purchased a couple of my weapons from.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Listen, man, I told y'all before. You might not have heard me say it, and if you did hear me talking about Mr. X Factor, I told you that he's also a sharpshooter. He got that aim game for real. So tell them a little bit about how you got into like shooting claymores, man, because it ain't a lot of people that can do that. Tell them about the
Shooting
claymore.
clays.
Yeah, shooting
Okay,
clay.
yeah, I shoot shotgun every once in a while. I have a Mossberg 940 JM Pro, semi-auto shotgun. Before I bought that shotgun, I wasn't really too big on shooting uh, clay pigeons and all that sport shooting, but I bought it with the intent of shooting 3 gun, and it was pretty cool. Got into it, put a little practice in, put my shot in, and just getting better day by day.
That's what's up, man. It's crazy, man. I definitely look forward to trying that myself. And, I just want to get my aim up. I told Cuz, look, I'm trying to be jaw-droppingly accurate, with all weapons I got and that I come across, But every video that he has, and follow him on YouTube, by the way. He got like a lot of demonstrations.
Yes, sir, Mr.
Of,
X Factor.
yeah, Mr. X Factor on YouTube.
We'll put a link in.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, man, I'm talking about many different weapons, high accuracy, and that's what it's about. And like I also want to, kind of ease my son into, the whole weapons thing. Like, people look down on it sometimes, but it just depends on what you look like if they're looking down on it. So it's a certain groups of people who start their kids out early and nobody has a problem with it, and then certain groups they try to start their kids out early and it's like, oh, why you know black people, you can't buy into that shit and let people discourage you from teaching your kids gun safety and gun handling early, because at the end of the day they're gonna be behind the 8 ball compared to these other kids out here that's comfortable around that type of stuff and been around it their whole life,
Yeah,
because something's demonized because you're a certain group of people.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I take my daughter out. Sometimes let her shoot. I started off on the 22. Now she want to shoot everything, but I'm a advocate for teaching the whole family how to shoot, because you never know. You may have a home invasion situation
Yeah.
where you're down and your wife may be down as well. And sometimes those kids They may have to protect the home, so they have to be used to handling a firearm safety, uh, how to clean it, how to put it together.
Right.
I'm an advocate on teaching safe gun practices with the children as well as grown-ups.
Yeah.
So,
And I agree, man. It's like you want your kids protected at all times, and if you can't do it, you got to make sure that they can protect themselves. Especially when they get to a certain age, you got to kind of stop coddling them as much and start teaching them more instinctual things. You know what I mean? And the type of stuff like my son. I know he done seen me his whole life. He saw I have weapons, but my son don't touch my weapons. He doesn't.
yeah.
And I know that for a fact. And because I could trust him to not touch it, now it's like the next step is, okay, why do you think I told you not to touch it all this time? Because you have to respect what the weapon can do, and even though you haven't seen it, you have to understand that what can you do with it in your hands, the power it gives you as well. And then from there, you have to understand why I have it for me and to protect us all.
Roger.
And
Yep.
then usher him into being like an extra me. Like you say, somebody breaking the house and I'm down. Guess what? You still got to worry about this child over here because they was raised right.
Right, right. And I'm an advocate of teaching children, gun safety because you have to kill the curiosity. A lot of these kids, they go
Yep.
in their parents' room and they touch a weapon and it could get real dangerous real quick. It only takes a fraction of a second for something to go bad.
Right.
So, you got to teach them the safety and teach them never to touch a firearm unless an adult is around or it's an emergency situation and always carry a firearm as if it's loaded, chambered, and ready to go. So you have to practice good firearm safety and just make sure everyone's safe at all times.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. And me personally, I was raised like that. When we used to get home, my dad would be like, "Hey, you know what to do? Grab that weapon out of the car." You feel me? And it's like, all right. And then that kind of helped me figure out how to handle it. And then I started thinking, well, why does he want me to handle it like this and make sure my finger doesn't go on the trigger well and this and that? And then it's like, okay, it all made sense as I got older.
Right.
And also teaching you stuff like, if you ever pull your weapon out on somebody, shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't show it and don't shoot it,
Right.
because it's either going to protect you or it's going to get you killed.
Right.
And, ultimately, I took that and it's brought me a long way. I done been in some sticky situations, and it's only one guy walking around here lucky enough to say I pulled my weapon out on him and he ain't get nothing in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just happened to be just a wild situation, and I was at work too, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Shoot. I'm an advocate of caring because, man, I've been in a couple dangerous situations in the military and out of it where I wish I had my weapon and end up working out for the best for me. But, yeah, you always got to keep a weapon. You never know when danger arises. You have to go into action, protect yourself, protect your family, protect your community. So, hey, I care.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that. Like when people see me with my weapons and shit, I'll be like, "It ain't for you. It's for you."
Right.
Meaning that I ain't finna shoot you with it, but like if I walk out here and you getting robbed or something, and I see you every day, like we might not be like the closest friends or people or nothing like that, but I know in the carry law when you feel like at the point that you would shoot to defend your own self, then you gotta pretty much you got the clear you got the green light to go ahead and protect someone else, and I believe that that's definitely something that is dope as far as laws go, because sometimes depending on your state you have to move a certain way in certain situations, and sometimes you don't have time to do all that thinking. So
Yeah, but you gotta. I don't know if Texas is like Florida, stand your ground laws, but I know you have to be able to make the right decision for you and your family, keep you out of the courts and out of jail.
Right.
You know, it only takes a fraction of a second. So that's where training comes into play. You know, you have different scenarios that you can simulate, and that's when it comes up to making the right decision. Just buying a firearm doesn't guarantee you that you're gonna make it out of a gunfight or make it out of a hostile situation. You have to put time behind the trigger. You got to do
Right.
your work.
Right. And I think it's a lot more women that should take just gun knowledge serious. I think that it's a lot of complacency with just depending on, I guess, the city they live in. In a lot of cases, and sometimes people live in cities with dangerous reputations and still feel like, well, yeah, I don't like guns like that. But it's like, listen, what are you gonna do if somebody approach you and they got one? Then you have to do whatever they say. Then
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a silly situation to put yourself in over. I don't like this or I don't like that. Like, protect yourself.
Right. Right.
Get you
Well,
some
I
mace.
feel like yeah, since COVID, female gun ownership has jumped up probably 200%. Um, but in a hostile situation, I feel like females are looked upon as if they don't have a firearm. So things may go a certain type of way with them compared to a male.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, females do need to get that training in, being able to draw from the holster, draw from the purse, and put rounds on target. You know,
Exactly.
that's where it comes in with training. You know, my wife and I, we go to the range maybe 2-3 times a month. You know, we put time in on the guns, and just drawing and getting rounds on target.
Hell yeah, man. Look, you gotta lay down some hate. With that's what.
Freedom seeds.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you're being attacked by somebody, 10 times out of 9, they ain't in the right mental headspace. You know what I'm saying? And
Right on.
if you're a good person and they're trying to take you off this earth, it's like bad stuff happen to good people all the time, more
Every day.
times than bad stuff happen to bad people. So you need to be protected, and not only that, you need to make sure that you help the earth out by getting rid of some badness. You ain't Batman or nobody, but hell,
I'll call 911.
yeah, I shoot your ass 911 times.
I call
Before they get here.
911. Get on recording.
Yeah. Get them on the phone, and they gonna hear them rounds going off in your ass.
Yeah. But nothing premeditated.
No.
Not telling no one to go shoot anyone or, anything. Just, hey,
Hey, I gotta make it home to feed mines.
Yes, sir.
And if you messing with that, I'll let dispatch hear it, but
Tell you what, what I learned in the military, complacency kills. So pay attention while you're in these streets. Daytime, nighttime, near your home, in the hood, wherever you are, just pay attention where you are. 'Cause I guarantee you, bad guys pay attention to you.
yeah.
So just look around, be aware of your surroundings. Please don't go to the bank at night. Don't go to the ATM. Don't pull out cash at night. Keep a debit card. They steal it, cancel the card, and move on with your life.
Yeah. Don't die for nothing stupid.
Nah.
But also don't die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah.
it ain't no need to.
Nope.
I mean, you talking about $500 pistol, $1,400 assault rifle. Fucking just buy it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And make it home.
Buy once,
Survive.
cry once.
Exactly.
You
Yeah, it might hurt your bank account. You be like,
know.
dang, I hated to see that go. But guess what? When somebody run up on you on some dumb shit, they gonna hate to see them rounds go out of your weapon. And it's not about being violent. It's about being protected. It's about making it home. It's about people love you, and they ain't gonna want to see no obituary with your name on it, or you stretched out in front of a church and in your Sunday's best, or none of that. Like, nah.
Right.
For what?
Yeah. Everything's replaceable but your life. So
Yes.
play it smart, folks.
Geared up for that. That's a great great way to put that. Life is priceless. It ain't no price you put on that. Speaking of priceless, shout out to Priceless Republic Clothing and More. You know what I'm saying? Antonio Price, CEO, founder. What's up, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right, guy.
Salute to you, brother.
Yes, sir. Once again, shout out to Brothaz N Arms. You know, Houston,
Yes,
Texas.
sir.
You know what I'm
Brothers
saying?
in arms.
Yeah. Hey, we hitting that range tomorrow. We'll
Yes,
be
sir.
out there.
Yes,
We'll be
sir.
out there.
Getting our training in.
Yeah, you know, got to. So, don't break in nobody in Brothaz N Arms house. Shoot, brothers will be knocking off your arms. But yeah, man, you know, like just and it ain't just black folks, it ain't just white folks, it ain't just any race of people, man. Listen, you need to be in position to protect your family.
Yeah, yeah.
And you gotta make sure that you ain't just Yosemite Sam pulling the trigger wild. Like, you don't want to hit no innocent bystanders. You don't want to do none of that, you know. But you want to make sure that if life puts you in that situation, you're effective and you gonna make it home, and everybody who don't have nothing to do with what's going on makes it home. So
Right
like,
on. Right on.
yeah, man. I think lastly, man, I think the biggest thing people need to know is where is a good place to shop. I guess because the platform reaches beyond states, where's a good online place to just find firearms and ammunition. Just a couple places that you might shop at frequently.
Well, here in Houston, I go to Primary Arms a lot. They're local. They're online, so they ship online, but I'm here local, so I could get on the phone, I could order, and by the time I pull up, it's ready to go. I'm in and out, going on about my business.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's very dope. Anywhere else?
Primary Arms, the AR store, which is down the street from me.
Oh, I love
They're pretty
the AR
cool.
store.
It's a candy store over there.
Love the AR store, man.
Spring Guns and Ammo. Spring Guns and Ammo. Check them out. Pretty cool. Awesome staff. Awesome gun selection. Awesome gear. Good prices. Good range. Pretty cool.
What's the place in Austin?
Austin, Capital Army.
Capital Armory.
Yeah,
Shout out to Capital Armory.
Shout out Capital Army.
Yeah. I'm actually about to get this painted. Garnet and black, South Carolina stand up, Gamecocks.
Look,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
time.
yeah. Hell yeah. Definitely about to get, and a lot of people don't know you can get your weapons painted and customized and all that stuff. Listen, man, take your stuff and make it dope.
Yeah.
That's your baby. Spend time with it, take it apart, put it back together, know it inside and out,
Clean your guns.
Please clean your gun.
Clean your guns. Because when it comes up to an emergency situation and you've been having your gun under your bed, laying it up, or you done shot at the range 500 million times without cleaning it, without oiling it, when that gun needs to be used in an emergency situation, you don't want to go click. You want it to go boom. So,
Exactly.
keep your guns clean. Go to Academy, Bass Pro, whatever sportsman shop you have. Get you a nice lube, something that you can spray your bolt down or spray your barrel down. Keep your gun clean so it can be ready to be an effective tool, not a paperweight.
Right, and we are, like I'm active duty. You've already served. It's
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of people out there who have dealt with the military, but for those who haven't, it's a lot of components of your weapon that you need to understand. And as far as clean and caretaking, it's something definitely you need to look into, because it's simple, but it's not as simple if you don't know anything at all.
Right.
And hopefully I can get you to show them some things on a later episode, like in detail, like inside of their weapon.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's something you got to do on your own as well. People, you got to just know whatever weapon you got.
I don't know about YouTube. They're being kind of they're demonetizing people that put together weapons and stuff. But one thing I can say, AR-15s. Pay attention to your firing pin. Make sure that it is in order. Make sure it's working. If it's not working, uh, don't hesitate to go buy another one, replace it, keep it in order. Make sure it's straight. Make sure that you have proper mags because most guns go down due to uh, zero maintenance to your mags. Firing pin costs you a couple bucks. You know, it has a shelf life. Every 2-3 years, depending on how much you shoot, I change out my firing pins, my springs, whatever I need to do to keep the gun fresh. You know, keep it up in order.
That's what's up, man.
Yes,
Um, I was about to ask you something, man, and it just slipped my mind. But it was gonna be my like. I know I said my last one was my last one,
How
but
you
this
good?
one's gonna be
You can
good.
ask me a couple questions. I'm good.
Okay. So for all my single like bachelors, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time they want an AR or they want an
All right,
AK,
AK, baby Draco.
Draco. You
Yeah.
feel me? So what would you say is the direction they should really go in with that?
I'm gonna tell you with the Dracos, if you're running a Draco without a brace stock or something like that, get rid of it. Pistol grip, I wouldn't use it other than having fun at the range, because if you're using a self-defense situation,
Mm-hmm.
you mess around and rounds get off target, get crazy real quick. You end up in a situation where you land yourself in court or in jail. So you know you wanna, if it's gonna be your EDC, I would get something that has 3 points of contact, 2 points of contact. You know, a brace, something that you could get a hand on, or
Yeah.
rifle stocks. You know, something that you could grab and shoulder it, so that you can get be effective with the gun, the weapon system.
Yeah, 'cause that's a lot of power
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
short motherfucker.
yeah. And you know those fireballs come up out of there. I understand why you like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We ain't shot a plenty of Dracos. You know, I understand you want that fireball with the drum and all, but you know, you end up in a situation and the cops pull you over, or you end up having to use that weapon. Prosecutors gonna look at that gun and they're gonna say, "Hey, man, that's a weapon of mass destruction, rather than
Weapon of
something."
war. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
to protect yourself. So be
Mm-hmm.
conscious of what you're carrying. You know, um, I don't say don't keep you a couple mags on you, but you know, please be aware you carrying these drums. You know, it may be a bad cop or someone around that may take that a whole another way than what it is, and you end up in a situation.
Right.
Yeah.
Any shout outs you want to give before we close it down, man?
I just want to give a shout out to Brothaz N Arms, my brothers that's members of Brothaz N Arms. Uh,
I'm y'all honorary member. Y'all just recruited me. Y'all don't even know.
yeah, yeah, you family
Appreciate you.
man, you family man. Brothers Arms is created by veterans. You know, we don't just shoot. We hunt, fish, land nav, a little bit of everything, man. So lovers of nature. So we get out there, do our thing, help the community out. That's it, man. You know, just having fun, continuing our service.
Hell yeah. Y'all got to give it up for that. Give it up. That's beautiful. A lot of those things are lost arts as far as, like you said, land nav.
Yeah.
Even just, just learning your weapon, knowing your weapon. There's a lot of stuff that people just don't hold to the importance that it really that is really about. Basically, like self defense, family defense, home
Yeah.
defense. Like that is major. So shout out to them guys for that, man. Uh, at the end of the day, I just want to thank Mr. X Factor
So
for having me. This is my first episode away from the spot, and we live in Houston, man. Insomniatic Podcast. We branching out, we doing more, and it's a lot more to come. But I'm definitely honored for this to be my first one away from the spot, man. And in this fashion, we family, we blood, but not only that, we entrepreneurs. We got our own things going on, and we meshing it all together. Like whatever you got going on, I'ma support it, and I already know vice versa. You see he was one of the first people to get the tea from me. You know, the Insomniatic tea. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now, I
Yeah.
want to also say thank you for allowing us to be on your platform, to educate others and giving us the opportunity to do our thing, man. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, for
Appreciate the
sure, man.
podcast, man.
Yeah, man. That look. I think I just want the people who watching my my platform to know that it's not just about you know entertainment and sports and clout or none of that. It's just about I want to give you something good to look at. You know, something that could affect your life positively or your mindset to be like, oh, he just gave me some game. You know what I'm saying? Because game was given to me for me to even come this far to even start doing this. So, you know.
Yeah, you got to pass it along, man. That's what it's all about. You'll see more of me, Mr. X Factor. We're out there. You'll see me again.
Mr. X Factor on
Mr.
YouTube. Go ahead and look that up. Subscribe to that. I'm telling you, if you like weapons, I mean, he's a gun enthusiast.
Yeah.
To the fullest extent, you know.
You can DM me, and if you ever have any questions, I'll assist you in any way I can.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely appreciate that as well, man. You know, just giving my listeners and viewers, another outlet to ask any questions. Of course, if you got any questions and stuff like that, you can always leave it in the comments, and we'll definitely get back to you. Much love to all y'all, to everybody that's looking. You know, I got a core group that always come back and check me out, man, and I love y'all to death, man. Give it up for those guys before we slide out. And, as I always say in closing, it's Insomniatic.